Well, there we have just a bit of background about the Bill Jardine Stadium here in Johannesburg. One of the venues being used to bring rugby back to its roots. And what a great initiative it is by SuperSport. There we see the temperature. It's a chilly day out in Johannesburg today. We've had a lot of rain over the last 2 days. It had cleared up quite nicely this morning, but it seems to be rearing its head again as we head into this afternoon's fixtures. There we see the north section log where our fixture will be taking place today. We see the Stevol Pumas and the Windhoek Draft Welwitchias propping up the table. But the Stevol Pumas having a game in hand on the Bulls after picking up a very impressive victory at Loftus in round 1. Here we see the Stevol Pumas lineup for today. We have 2 changes in the front rows. DJ Tablanche and Frank Hearn come into the starting lineup. We have Hugo Kloppers taking over the captaincy at number 5 today, and then Brian Chibangu, Engelbrecht and Karel Greef taking up the back 3. We have Rnd4 and Kobus Murray, the halfback pairing today, and Dion Halberg coming in for the injured Henny Skorbinski at number 13. Here with the Welwitchias lineup, we have a lot of experience in this Namibian team, with a lot of representatives coming from the World Cup last year, including Rowan Kitchoff, Leneva Damons, and the halfback pairing of Eugene Yankees and Tiens Kotza. There's a lot of pace at the back as well, with David Philander, Leslie Klim, and Gino Wilson making up the back 3 here today. There we see Eugene Yankees leading out the Welwitchias, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome into commentary with me today one of the most likable men in South African rugby, former Springbok hooker, Henyani Shimangi. Shimi, which way do you see this one going today?
Look, one way is just the Pumas are going to win, but just by how much? And it's going to be a tough game. Saw JP now, the former Bull Centre, is actually coaching the Welwitchias. So it's going to be a tough outing for them as the Pumas come out with their captain, Hugo Kloppers.
Both of these teams coincidentally coming off of games against the Lions. The Pumas before their bye going down narrowly 40-29. And the Welwitchias coming off of a disappointing loss last weekend against the men from Johannesburg. Taking charge of today's game will be Mwedezele Mwengile Jadazweni, the relatively young but experienced referee with international quality.
Mayo, just give me the cue from the floor manager there. You ready? Okay.
Well, we're just about ready to get underway here. Tiens Kotza will get us on the way. Hopefully we have a cracking game of rugby on our hands here. Taken there by Brian Chibangu into contact early. Murray looking to clear early, doesn't find touch. Early drop goal there from Kotza. Has the direction, but just not the distance. And we have an early mark here by the Pumas.
Yeah, interesting strategy from Kotza, just testing this distance. Murray finally finds touch this time, so sort of, you know, regular start from both teams, trying to weigh each other out, a bit of kicking here and there. But like you mentioned, Matthew, playing the conditions is going to be crucial on a day like this.
Definitely managing territory in these conditions with this wind will be crucial today to deciding who's going to come away with this victory. Putting into the line out here is the hooker Sean de Priya for the Welwitchias.
Use it once, please.
Good first line out there. Cleared at the base of the ruck by the captain Eugene Yankees. Underneath that one is the right wing Llewellyn Isbell. Murray at Shibangu in midfield. Welwitchias competing at the breakdown there.
Tripping.
The referee deems there was a trip involved there by the 8th man, Victor Rodriguez of the Welwitchias.
On a clear tackle from you, I don't want you using the legs first.
Okay. But I'm sitting down and
Pumas
You're tripping, eh?
finding a good touch deep in the
going wrong
Welwitchias
there.
half. And a positive start from them, looking to keep ball in hand early on.
Yeah, and it's a clear tackle. Look at, he slipped as he was going into it. So a clear tackle needed, and Welwitchias when it's the right thing, be strict in those little things that make it a good game. So early start and perfect set piece for the Pumas to attack from.
Is the 2-try hero from that round 1 fixture at Loftus. Frankie Hearn putting it into the line out. Good strong carry by Ryan Null. Pick up and go. Willem Engelbrecht making some good yards early on. Shabangu again been heavily involved in the first 2 minutes here. Pick and go. It's DJ to Blanche, one of the most experienced men on the field here. Frankie Hearn.
Romanek.
Yeah, it's disappointing from Brian Shabangu. I think it was the old head roll when he went for the clean. It was a desperate clean. Frank Hearn almost got away from him. So he came in for the leg
To the
clean.
side, so we can take the kick.
And the Welwitchias just struggling to make a decision, but Brian Shabangu, the leg clean because he was under pressure, desperation. And he went for the old dog collar clean, which is illegal.
Yes, we have seen the referees really clamping down on anything above the shoulders. Obviously, the players' safety is of the utmost importance,
He's out of play. We're going to go.
and cutting out any sort of high tackles will go a long way
Yeah.
to preventing future injuries. Into the line out by Sean Dupree. Welwitchias looking to set up the drive from inside their own half. Eugene Yankees clearing from the base of the maul. It's the fullback, Devin Williams. Super Rugby experience there for the Pumas fullback. Bit of a loose pass there. Cleaned up by David Philander. Putting the ball high, taken in by Murray.
Let's go.
Pumas will look for touch.
Go, Watty.
Just gone out.
Yeah, it looks like his foot actually touched the line. Is that the big number 8 from the Welwitchias? It was the blindside flanker. Lenive Darman's the vice captain. Looked like his foot touched there, but also it was a close to being a bad kick from the Pumas, and those are the ones that need to get punished.
Frank Hearn feeding the line out, taken by his captain in the middle. Taken to the line by Ryan Null. That's Engelbrecht. Strong run. Van Rooyen. Murray. Inside ball, that's Dion Holberg with the strong run. Kutsia taking it to the line. Van Rooyen again, quick ball for the Pumas.
Penalty advantage late.
Good hands, out to the right wing. Little bit of space here for Isbal. Looking for the outside ball.
That's advantage.
Cuts inside. Another one, and that's over in the corner. Ryan Null with the score for the Pumas. Excellent interplay down the wing, creating the overlap, sucking in the defenders, and they weren't going to stop him from there. Ryan Null with the try.
Yeah, it was an excellent pass there from Ruelen Esbal. Just created the overlap by cutting back inside. He creates space on the outside. So here, 1-on-1 here. And the tackle's coming. He cuts on the inside. That creates space on the outside. Ryan Null had a little bit of work to do. And in the corner he goes. But from Isbal, excellent stuff. He just times the pass to perfection. Null, he's big, he's strong. He's got a good handoff. And he scores the try. The Pumas get off the crease early in this game.
Great vision and awareness there by Ruelen Isbal for the Pumas. Knowing that he had support on his outside, not giving the pass away, and finding Ryan Null for the score in the corner. Just pulled away to the left there by Kobus Murray.
Yeah, it's just a combination of everything from the Pumas. Good passing under pressure, drawing the man, some good skill, and also some good following up. Yankees forced to come in and make the tackle. He had no choice. So going from a 1-on-1, because he turned in and straightened up, it goes to a 2-on-1. So excellent work from Isbal.
Restarting there's Kotter for the Welwitchias. Taken by Engelbrecht. Pumas looking to set the maul.
First stoppage once.
Referee calls once.
More.
Great defense there by the Welwitchias, forcing the turnover, holding Engelbrecht up in the tackle, and some great attacking position here. They'll be looking to get on the board.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of territorial play from the Welwitchias, from a team that's been got well beaten in the previous outing. They'll just look to try to stay in touch. And this is excellent from Engelbrecht. He stays up, but the ball's not transferred to the back, which makes it hard to get that maul going.
Let's go.
And some big men from Namibia inside there doing the hard yards.
Thank you.
Oh, good stopping from the Welwitchias.
Great work there by the forwards of Welwitchias. Setting up
Crouch.
a scoring opportunity
Stand up.
in
Stand.
a great field position.
Hookers, let's get in a bit closer, please. Let's start off closer. Yeah, so is that mark?
Pick up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Will do. Let's make sure you carry their weights, please.
Yeah. Okay. Lock in. Hips. Locks.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Landed.
Just a slip, yeah.
Scrum just going down
Let's move
there.
this way.
Underfoot conditions will be a little bit slippery because of the rain the last few days in Johannesburg. It's not going to be an easy job for the forwards at scrum time today.
It's important. You can see the locks slipping there on the bind. So if you have a look at the two Namibian locks on the setup, they're already slipping, so they're not getting the grip.
Bind.
So they're basically leaving the front row alone.
Sit.
So if you look at the back locks now, so he's slipping already and they're going backwards. He's got the wrong studs in.
Yankees, Kotter putting it onto the boot, looking for some space behind the Pumas back three. Just overcooked it. And Dion Halberg
22.
will dot it down for the 22 dropout.
Interesting call from Kotter. There's no one really chasing onto that ball. Almost a nothing kick. It was a good attacking opportunity. From there on, try to build pressure. But the Welwitchias actually playing a good tactical game, keeping the Pumas down in their own half. It's a lot of kicking.
Murray's dropout. Charge down there, but Devin Williams picks it up. Looking for some space down the middle. Puts it onto the boots. He's chasing it down. Doesn't look like he's going to get there. Great covering up by David Philander at the back for the Welwitchias. But what a breakout by Devin Williams, the Paul boy's old boy. And a good kick off the base of the rock by Eugene Yankees, releasing some pressure for the Welwitchias. But a promising break there by the fullback from the Pumas.
Yeah, Devin Williams, one of the fastest around. He's got, I think, a couple of Super Rugby caps also for the Stormers. He's incredibly quick. Between him and JP Lewis on the right wing, on the left wing, there's plenty of gas. Devin Williams, look here, he just backs his pace.
Shabangu, another run off the back of the maul. Murray, careful runners in the midfield. Devin Williams, quick hands out to Isbal. Step inside and well taken in the tackle by JC Greiling. Van Rooyen finding Greef. Murray. Welwitchias out of the line quickly there. Van Rooyen, Murray, Null. Hearn, little step, taking it into contact.
4, never onside. Never
Referee
onside.
deeming that the Welwitchias lock never got back onside there. It's number 4,
Get
Thomas
onside before
Kelly,
playing.
the guilty party.
Yep, going a legit winning. I like the way he's explaining to the players exactly what the area is, you know. Always good for the ref to communicate. So Thomas Kelly, as it was clearly said, he was never onside. So he gets up, he's not, yeah, definitely right. He didn't drop back at all. So just, you know, lazy play from
Go 10.
Kelly.
Taken in the front of the lineup by
Advantage.
Greef. Referee playing an advantage to the Pumas.
Number 1.
They look to move the ball forward. Hearn in possession at the back.
Still playing
This has
advantage.
proved a very useful tool for the Pumas this season so far. The driving more. Another
Number
penalty.
1. Taking out the supporter. Number 1, blue.
Referee
Taking out the
Jadazwene
supporter. Sack the ball
saying
carrier,
that
not the
Colin
supporter.
Smith sacked the ball carrier, not the supporter. And therefore he's been penalised, and the Pumas have another chance to set up the line out.
Yeah, it's going to be more of the same from the
Number 1.
Pumas. They're getting good
Go
traction
for
in
the ball
Namibia.
carrier,
Just
not the supporting player.
give them
Go for the ball
so.
carrier if you want to sack.
That's right, correct. Definitely went for the supporter. And just ill discipline. So
Go
Kelly,
10, please.
another big loose head. Colin Smith giving away penalties. Under pressure, the Welwitchias.
Greef at the front of the line out again. Pumas looking to set the maul. Inching towards the line. Can they get over? It's good defense by the Welwitchias. Fantastic stuff by the men from Namibia. Looking to run it from deep too. Putting it onto the boot. Probably not the right decision. Devin Williams going for the corner. That's good defense by Philander, just dragging him into touch. But frantic stuff here in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we almost saw an own goal there from the Welwitchias off the sticks, straight into a Pumas player.
I think United could do with a few own goals later against Tottenham.
It's too late, league is done.
Hearn feeding the line out, just not taken in the middle by the captain Kloppers. Welwitchias will have the put in.
Just a knock. Let's scrum, gentlemen. Let's go. Scrum.
Yeah, it was an open shot. The hooker needs to hit that ball.
System.
Again, the Pumas, the Welwitchias have just made too many mistakes this last 2-3 minutes. So it's been 3 penalties,
Crouch.
silly penalties, I might say.
Bind.
And they had the opportunity to escape and just couldn't do it. So now, under the pump here.
Balls out.
Short ball, looking for some meters there. Is the inside centre, Daryl De La Harpe, also with World Cup experience for the Namibians at the 2015 World Cup.
Changing lane. 5. Change lanes. No,
Referee are judging
Clearly changes lane.
that Max Kadijeko
Listen,
just changing
gentlemen,
lanes there,
captain.
resulting in a
We can't
penalty
have
for the
such,
Pumas
You know, niggly stuff
and
like
another
this.
attacking opportunity
Right. They can't
for the
interfere
men
with guys.
from Nelspruit.
Penalties here.
Murray finding touch, and I've no doubt the Pumas will look to set that devastating maul here.
Yeah, this is the changing lane. So the Pumas players are trying to get through to put pressure on the 10. Unfortunately, it's not American football. You can't do that.
Taken at the front by Greef again. Recycling the ball back to Hearn. Rumbling towards the line. I think he's over. Yes, he is. That's the hooker, Hearn. Getting over off the base of that maul. 4th time lucky for the Pumas after they've set a few unsuccessfully, but they get over this time. And Frank Hearn with the try for the Pumas as they extend their lead to 10-0 after 16 minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, Frankie, and it was good work from the guys up front. The maul was initially collapsed, but they managed to reload and reset again. So the Namibians actually do nicely here to get the maul sacked legally this time. But watch, the Pumas are nice and patient. They gather again. They get the rumble on, and Hearn around the corner. Difficult to stop from that driving position. So the sack is done here. The maul stopped, but the ability to reload and focus is very good from the Pumas.
Murray just pushing it out to the right. But the Pumas are already showing what a strong pack they have and stamping their dominance early on in this game.
Yeah, it was penalty advantage either way. Chances are if that had stopped again, it would have been a penalty try.
Just a lack of discipline from the Welwitchias costing them at the moment. A little bit overexcited, looking to make up for a disappointing result last weekend. Kotze getting us back underway. Shabanga under it. And he'll definitely take it into contact. Another carry for the big number 6. Van Rooyen.
Backwards.
Just going out backwards, says the referee. Cleaned up by Kutsia.
No, stay onside.
Murray looking for touch, but he won't find it. Straight down the throat of the right wing, Leslie Klim. Out to his fullback, David Philander. Strong injection into the line. Looking out wide. That's Gino Wilson,
Ball's ripped, play
the
on.
fleet-footed left winger from the Welwitchias. Van Rooyen putting it onto the boots. Cleaned up by Kotze for the Welwitchias. Out to his inside centre, Daryl De La Harpe putting on the step, looking for space in the midfield, not finding it. Well shut down by the Pumas defence. Great pick up there by Kotze, and another great offload. It's Kari Jeko
Ball's out.
with a good run. There's Dupria with a good offload in the contact to the big man Andres Rousseau.
No, play on. Tackle
Pick
mate.
and go. Welwitchias looking to make some early meters here. Daryl De La Harpe with a good line. Ron Kitchoff, the experienced flanker. Kotze putting on the step. Well tackled by Brian Shabanga. He's been everywhere this first 20 minutes.
Yeah, on.
Eugene Yankees just taken there by DJ to Blanche.
Just a small knock.
And the referee saw a little small knock there. Pumas will have the put in.
Yeah, it's promising play from the Welwitchias. They got a bit of continuity, strung some passes amongst the big men together.
Let's go. Okay.
Really just Yankees looking to probe down the blind side. Had a look where the hole was. There was no hole. Welcoming party there, DJ Terrell Blanche, and you can see the result.
Okay, you need to make sure you're taking the hit as well.
But it was
because
some
you're
good
taking a
work from the
little step
Welwitchias, finally getting a
At the
glimpse
set.
of
Don't
what they
move
can
back.
do in attack.
back. Stay in the fight and I'll reward you. Yeah.
Eugene Yankees just receiving some attention here.
Okay.
The extremely
Okay, come on.
experienced scrum off for the Welwitchias,
I'll have a look.
representing
These guys are also
the
watching.
men from
If there's
Namibia in the
anything-
last 3 World Cups and starting against the All Blacks in the 2015 World Cup. We all know what a massive honor that must be.
Yeah, it's time off again. Okay, let's set up so
It's a
long.
mismatch.
Pink,
Clearly.
let's set up.
I think he got twisted around. Terrell Blanche tried to put him to ground. Scrum off, shouldn't get tackled.
Especially not by the big number 1. Pumas will have the defensive scrum.
That's time on.
Be interesting to see if they look to keep ball in hand
Bind.
or find some territory.
Set. Ball's available, use it.
Solid platform. And Murray puts boot to ball. That's taken by David Philander with the little chip over the top. Just couldn't gather there was Van Rooyen for the Pumas. And the referee saw 2 knocks there And he wants to have a word with the captain of the Welwitchias.
Okay, listen up. We had an agreement before the game. Too many of your players telling me what to do. It ends now. It ends now. Talk to them. It ends.
Stern word there from referee Judders Wenner to Eugene Yankees about a little bit of chirp coming from the Welwitchias pack. They seem up for this game, which is really promising to see. And some great enthusiasm early on. Just a few early mistakes costing them. But a great attacking position here as they look to put points on the board.
Bind. Set.
Good hook there for the Welwitchias. Murray finding JC Kreiling in the midfield.
Tackle. Tackle.
Referee calls tackle. The Pumas have to release there. Short ball. Well tackled there by the Pumas. Inside ball for the hooker, Dupuria.
He's lost it now. No, ruck time.
Just losing it in contact.
Ruck.
Penalty to the Welwitchias.
He came in again.
Referee says Shapunga was just playing the ball on the ground there. Welwitchias have a penalty right in front. Perfect opportunity to put points on the board.
Balls.
There's been better play from the Welwitchias the last couple of phases. They're actually asking questions of the Pumas, and that's just good pressure build up. So the ruck was called here. This is past it. But ruck called, and Brian Shapunga just needs to select which rucks he's going to contest. Sometimes maybe guilting or fighting lost causes.
Very enthusiastic start there for the number 6 from the Pumas. And Tiens Kotza puts the Welwitchias on the board. Well deserved after an improved performance here in the first 20 minutes of this game at the Bill Jardine Stadium here in Johannesburg. Murray restarting. Tap back there on the Pumas side.
Thank you. Advantage.
Taken into contact by Greef. Van Rooyen. DJ to Blanche.
Ruck time.
Welwitchias just putting the ball there for the Pumas. Van Rooyen with a little sniper on the ruck.
5 roll away.
Taken quickly by Van Rooyen. Straight through the middle. They're not going to stop him. Oh, they are. And he gets the inside ball. And that is another try for the Pumas. Ruwelin Isbal, after setting up the first try, he gets on the board himself. And some good attacking play there from the Pumas. Good awareness by the scrum half, spotting the space through the middle. And Ruwelin Isbal following up, as usual, on the inside, as any good wing will do.
Yeah, and Van Rooyen, he does the right thing. He realizes there's a lot of Welwitchias players around the ball, which means they're all offside, so the space is at the back. Tap and go, pick up the tempo, and Isbal, like any good winger, just shadowing, lurking around that area as an extra support player.
Pumas will be happy with that. After conceding the 3 points, they've hit back straight away. And now Murray will have the opportunity to add the extra 2. Absolutely no problem at all, as the Pumas extend their lead 17 points to 3, 25 minutes into this first half.
Yeah, again, the awareness from Van Rooyen was excellent, sucked in 2 defenders. So Isbal, the communication to get that offload through. The Pumas machine starting to warm up slowly. They weathered the storm from the Welwitchias when the Welwitchias were attacking a bit. One opportunity in the 22. Thank you very much. They get the points.
Kotza puts it out on the full. The wind looks like it just got a hold of that ball.
Scrum. Scrum called.
Pumas opt for the scrum option. Some more great attacking position. Centre field. They'll be able to split the defense here.
Take it here.
and find the space out wide.
Yeah, it's always going to be important for a team like the Pumas. Very nice lead early on in the game. They just need to maintain their shape. So play the territorial game. Their scoreboard pressure now is going to start building on the Welwitchias, which means they have to run from deep.
Bind.
So just to not get carried away, stick at it, stay tight and maintain their shape.
Ball available at the back. Murray taking it to the line. Inside ball. That's Ryan Null. Ryan Null still going. Gets the offload. Van Rooyen taken 3 meters short. Welwitchias competing on the ground. Referee with a sharp blow on the whistle. He's going to have a chat to the left wing. Gino Wilson.
No, step away, step away, step away, step away. Get back. Get back. Get back. 11. Killing it and slowing it down. Nice.
That's a yellow card for Gino Wilson of the Welwitchias. Professional foul, slowing the ball down in the red zone of the Pumas.
Scrum.
And the Welwitchias will be down to 14 men for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, 9. Scrummy. Scrum
Pumas
up.
with some more great attacking position.
If I ask you to put the ball in, please present it.
Yeah, and it's Gino, yeah, so he's made the tackle. Now he's got to roll away and he lies there. That's why it's difficult for the Pumas player to place it.
Crouch. Bind.
Yes, he just needed to roll away a bit quicker there before he got caught in that rock. Van Rooyen will feed the scrum. Pumas looking to put on the shove.
It's that accuse it.
Murray fighting his way towards the line.
Okay.
Looks to have gotten over here. And the referee wants to have a look.
Okay, Billy.
Let's have a listen.
I'm going to refer this one to you. My on-field decision is try. I just want to see if the number 10 didn't have a double movement.
We'll have a look at the double movement.
Thank you.
Well, very important here. The referee has said his on-field decision is a try. He's just looking for a double movement by the fly-off. Kobus Murray.
He does well though to hit and also nothing out wide. He needed someone coming short off his shoulder, but it's good strength from the fly half. 3 Welwitchias players. In slow-mo, it looks like he rolled about 3 times. Yeah, you have to look at that in real time, unfortunately, because you look at that now, that doesn't look like momentum, to be honest with you.
No, it looks like he's had his second go at the line.
There's one more coming, JD.
Okay, Billy.
In
As we
normal
know,
time.
he's allowed to place the ball, but it does look like he propelled himself towards the line after the tackle had been completed, therefore resulting in a double movement.
Yeah. JD,
Yes, Billy.
those are the angles.
Okay, to me it's not clear and obvious that number 10 propelled himself over the try line. Is that the picture you're seeing?
I agree with you.
Okay, therefore I can stick with my original
Yes.
decision.
Yes, that's
Thank you.
correct.
Try.
Well, TMO and referee both are judging there that momentum took Kobus Murray over the line, and that's another try to the Pumas.
Just good strength from him.
Okay.
Kobus Murray cutting back on the inside against the grain. Kept his feet and once on the ground, continued with his momentum.
Yes, good strength shown there by the Blue Bulls Academy product, Kobus Murray. And then he adds the extra 2 points to his try.
It's just pretty easy for the Pumas right now.
Very positive sign for the Pumas. They are putting points on the board every time they get into the red zone. So the Welwitchias will look to have to tighten up on defense as Kotze gets us back underway. And once again, Shabango under it and taking it into contact. Van Rooyen marshalling his troops. The experienced number 9 for the Pumas. Finding his fly off Marais.
It's taken back.
Putting it high. Chasing it through Llewellyn Isbell as the Pumas look to create the maul. They look to have done so, but the Welwitchias have recycled that one back. Good work there by the fullback David Philander. Eugene Yankees with the box kick. Van Rooyen was underneath that one, but just couldn't hang on to it as the onrushing Daryl De La Harpe putting just a bit too much pressure on him there. Welwitchias will have the put into the line out.
Okay, so just hold on. Just hold on there. Just hold on there.
Time off!
Are you flying it?
Yeah, that's a shot in the head.
High tackle. Okay.
Well, the TMO's got to look at this again. This, I mean, that's a.
Time off. Time's off.
We saw players getting red cards for this yesterday.
Captain, we're just checking foul play.
Yes, as we spoke about earlier, the referees really are looking to clamp down on these high tackles.
We'll have a look.
Put it up.
And the TMO is going to have a look at this one. Doesn't look good for Daryl De La Harpe, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a swinging shot to the head. Look, there's going to be a card. You'll be lucky to get away with
the
this.
angles.
Okay, Vili. I do see a high tackle by the blue player. I think it's blue 12, right?
That is correct.
Okay. My thoughts: penalty only. It wasn't late. It was on the ball, slightly high.
JD, can I just show that to you again?
Okay.
Just look at the impact of the shoulder
All right.
to the head, potentially.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Vili.
Okay, JD,
Yes.
those are the angles. I believe that the player did duck when he received the ball. Therefore, the blue player hit him on the head. So, therefore, you should award a yellow card.
Okay, so we're talking yellow card against 12.
That is correct.
Okay. Can I get number 12, please?
Daryl, you saw in the video he tipped a little bit.
Well,
Okay.
Daryl De La
Do you
Harpe,
understand
as we
that the player
expected,
did duck, but
is going to be in a bit of trouble
it's still
here.
high, and it's made contact to the neck, so
The Welwitchias are going to be down to 13 men. It's disappointing for the men from Namibia after a positive start to the game. Discipline really starting to let them down.
Yeah, look, he didn't need to follow through that tackle. Just need to be a bit more careful, shorten his pace down again and try to get there. He would have made the tackle either way. Just he cut his own time down, so the error came from De La Harpe. Yeah, and I like the way the TMO took his time about it. And it's got the benefit of seeing all the replays and not having the pressure on the field also. So good decision, the right decision.
Putting into the line out is Frank Hearn. Taken in the middle by the captain Kloppers.
One Pumas.
Using this weapon once again. Frank Hearn in possession. Rumbling up towards the halfway line. Welwitchias looking to drag it towards touch. But they aren't able to stop this Pumas machine.
Against 5.
The only way they could do it was collapsing, and the referee is playing advantage. Murray looking for the short ball. There's gaps in the midfield. Taken into contact was Hallberg there. Ron Kitchoff making a nuisance of himself at the breakdown.
Going back there. No. Going back.
Referee going back to the original penalty. He was playing advantage for that collapsed maul. And the Pumas have another opportunity to set up a good attacking position.
5 collapsing.
Max Kadijeko, the guilty party for the Welwitchias there.
That was a fantastic move from the Pumas. Good 15, 20 meters, and they're not going to stop this legally, to be honest. They're slipping and sliding, they're not unified, there's no collective effort from the Welwitchias pack.
Pumas obviously identifying the maul as a massive strength for them. They are utilizing it very effectively, not only today, but this season so far. As Hearn goes to the back of the line, just misses his jumper. And Rodriguez will clean up for the Welwitchias. Kotza in the pocket, taking his time. Finding a bit of space downfield. That's a good kick from the fly off. Oh, Llewellyn Isbal looks to have just lost that.
He has knocked that on.
First real sign of the conditions playing a part with the handling today, and unlucky there for the right wing Isbal. He's had a strong game so far.
Yeah, that's why I'm moving.
Hey, drag back, and he'll be disappointed with that. Quite a rare. I mean, he had the benefit of the bounce, so he could read where the ball was going to go. Almost overtracked on it. Hence the knock on.
Yeah, I think in his head he passed that one before he'd actually caught it.
But I like the look he gives the ref when he does that. Like it's the ref's fault. It actually isn't a knock on, but it's a right call, well spotted also by the assistant refs. And it's crucial for Namibia to try, or the Welwitchias to stay within touch.
Steady.
2 yellows, so they've got to keep this nice and close.
Scrums have been good so far for the Welwitchias today, as Rodriguez picks it up off the back, makes some good meters into the 22. Just couldn't hang on to it then. Van Rooyen cleans up. He's looking for space again. He's got men on his outside, but he puts it on the boot and slices it into touch on the full. Probably not the right decision from the scrum half there.
Yeah, Devin Williams on his outside. Get the ball to him nice and early in space. And we'll see what he can do. He's got a massive left boot also, so he could have hoofed it downfield.
On the line.
Yes, but nice to see Pumas attacking from deep, identifying the space.
1 out.
And utilizing it on most occasions today. As Dupriya feeds the line out, taken by Damons, the vice captain.
One's blue.
Yankees. Just a bit of a low pass there. Kotza just couldn't pick it up. Ryan now with a great offload. Out on the outside, throwing the dummy. It's JP Lewis. It's a good run by the left wing. The 2015 Varsity Cup Dream Team product. Making a good injection into the line. But the Welwitchias have done fantastically at the breakdown to force the turnover. Ron Kitchoff once again showing that Super Rugby quality that he has.
That was excellent play from Ron Kitchoff. On a line break, also the ability to hold your legs, get there, make the tackle, affect the steal when you're going backwards. Excellent from Ron Kitchoff.
And Kotza finds a good touch between the 10 meter and the 22 of the Pumas.
And Kitchoff, that low body position. That was after it, so he lost his feet at the end, not holding up his body weight, but the damage had been done already.
Great turnover there at the front of the line on Bakriev. He's been the chief jumper for the Pumas so far, and there he is stealing one for the men from Nelspruit. Great inside ball. Shabangu. There's Dion Hallberg putting the ball onto the boot. Shabangu chasing it, but cleaned up by Yankees. Pumas looking to hold him up in the tackle. They look to have done so successfully. And they will force a turnover. Fantastic work there by Shabangu following up. the kick from his scrum off.
Okay, front row. Listen up. I do take into account that it is wet, right? But you need to work hard on carrying your body weight.
Not exactly the best day in Johannesburg
Carry the body
to get
weight.
a yellow card here. You want to stay on the field, keep warm. It must be cold on that
I am taking
worn
it
down
off.
bench, shall we call it.
Yeah. I think it's cold down there coming to the commentary box. It's freezing up here.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Penalty to the Pumas, taken quickly by Van Rooyen. Finding JP Lewis on the outside, putting on the step, finding the gap inside. JP Lewis out to his 8th man, that's Karel Greff, and he will go in under the poles. Another try for the Pumas. Brilliant rugby again. Rnd4 Van Rooyen identifying the space off the quick tap, seeing the numbers out wide, and then a great run by JP Lewis, setting it up for the 8th man, Karel Greff, under the poles.
Yeah, it's this is a classic JP Lewis run. You know, that swerving running style, strong
Okay,
call.
let's go back, Captain, please.
And look at that, also the awareness to know that there's space
the whole
outside him,
time.
but excellent
Let's go
run,
back.
typical JP Lewis. Very strong ball carrier.
Yes, brilliant work there by the Marties product, setting it up for his 8th man, Karel Greff. Also a man with a lot of experience, represented Wits at Varsity Cup and the Cheetahs in Super Rugby. As we see Murray adding the extra 2 for the Pumas, extending the lead out to 29-3 with 5 minutes left in the second half. Van Rooyen has been instrumental in this first half.
As we smart with the decision making around the penalties, when to speed it up, when to kick for the line and use the set piece. So the Pumas pack has actually been formidable. They've got some big boys on the back line. They're getting over the advantage line, and the Namibians' discipline really letting them down.
High hanging kick by Kotza. Taken in by the inside centre, Ryan Null. Van Rooyen to the captain, Kloppers. A little bit of space here for Devin Williams. Hands through the tackle to Murray. Little loopy ball over the top to the try scorer, Greff. Out to Isbal. Another try scorer. Putting it on the step, making some good meters up the right-hand touchline.
It's off the leg.
The Pumas just couldn't consolidate possession. And the Welwitchias look to find a bit of space in behind. Yankees with the box kick. And that's a very good kick there. Showing his experience, spotting the space, and executing the kick beautifully. There we see the rain still coming down in Johannesburg.
Are you in? Okay.
But it is a testament to the skills of these Pumas players so far today.
3, 1, go.
Over the back, taken by Greff.
That's advantage over.
Throwing it down and taking it to the line. Van Rooyen again. It's the big man, Kutsia. Looking to make some
Use it, 9.
meters deep in the Pumas 22. Murray. Good pressure by the Welwitchias, and he hasn't found touch. David Philander putting it onto boots. Probably not the right option again.
Backwards.
JP Lewis with the hack forward. There's pace out wide. Royal and Isbal is chasing it. It's all on the bounce. Puts it onto the boots again. That's good defensive play and good following up by Leslie Klim. Kloppers asking for a try. A little bit of confusion there. Yankees has put the ball out.
No, go half time.
The hooter has sounded, and the referee has called for half-time. Well, there we have it. The Pumas with a very good first half display. The forwards setting a very good platform, creating space for the backs out wide, and they haven't let us down with some clinical finishing. Stierwald Pumas going into the break, 31 points to 3 in the lead over the Welwitchias, scoring 5 tries to 0. Second half up next. And we're ready for the second half to get on the way here. Pumas in their change kits. Murray getting us underway. Taken by Ruan Kitchoff, ripped in the contact to Greef. Out to Shabangu. Step off the left. He had a very strong half. The flanker from the Pumas. Kutsia. Strong surge. Van Rooyen finding his captain Kloppers. Kutsia getting the ball out, fly off, and a strong run by the big man. Murray, ball in 2 hands, taking it to the line.
Is that a knock on Dady?
Just couldn't find a man. Devin Williams cleaning up well.
Okay.
Bit of space for the fullback. Steps off the right, throws the dummy. Good play by Williams there.
That's advantage over.
Van Rooyen.
Just give me the call quicker.
Greef in the
'cause I couldn't
midfield,
see.
throwing the dummy. Getting the offload to his namesake, Greef. Van Rooyen looking for the big man in the midfield. DJ to Blanche. Strong run up.
Use it 9. Use it 9.
Van Rooyen marshalling the troops once again. Greef with another carry.
Release it, Blue.
Van Rooyen, Murray. Good run by Dion Hallberg. Van Rooyen, short ball to the hooker Hearn.
Get out, tackler.
Murray, little chip over the top. Good covering though by the fly-off Kotza from Namibia. Williams putting it onto the left, finding some space, and that is a fantastic kick from the fullback.
It's excellent work. After losing possession, Devin Williams just realizes that they were going nowhere. And what a well-executed kick from Devin Williams. Valuable left boot from the small fullback.
Yes, good option there. With conditions deteriorating. He's already had a few great runs this game, showing us that he's got a fantastic kicking game too. Dupuria feeding the line up for the Welwitchias, taken by Kelly in the middle.
Release. Tackle, release. Get out there. Get out.
Referee calling the Pumas off that one. Eugene Yankees looking to clear it off the base of the ruck. But some good pressure by the Pumas. And they get the charge down.
22.
Be a 22 dropout for the Welwitchias. And a chance to relieve some pressure. It's been a solid start to the second half from the Pumas. Identifying that territory is important. They've got a lead to work with. And game management from here on in will be of the utmost importance. Interesting kick there from Kotza, but he just can't hang on to it. And cleaned up by Null. Bumping off the first tackle.
Sorry. No, advantage wasn't
The
over.
referee says no advantage.
Sorry, I called it too soon.
And the Pumas will have a put in.
Kotza, he tried to do the short run to his left-hand side, and the Pumas player covered it. Then he realized almost if he could sell a dummy. Look, it's covered now. Oopsie.
Number 2 and number 4.
Tries to kick it to himself.
2 and 3.
Almost
sorry.
worked.
2 and 3. Oh, yeah. Got the wrong,
idea was good.
number from the table.
The idea was good. We'll leave it at that. Substitutes coming on for the Welwitchias. We see Orbit Norki. That's AJ de Klerk coming on to replace Andries Rousseau in the front, as well as Orbit Norki coming on for Sean de Prea.
Crouch.
In a new look front row for the Welwitchias.
Fine. Set.
London, no!
Greuf off the back to Van Rooyen, finding his fluff. Marais looping around as the scrum off Van Rooyen. Outside is Isbell. Good move off the back of the scrum by the Pumas. Van Rooyen, Marais to Greuf. He's been a predominant ball carrier today. He releases the ball and gets up and goes again. Van Rooyen, Hearn spreading it out wide. Marais throws the dummy. Good reading of the play. That's intercepted and taken away. That's a good run by the right wing. Leslie Klim. Good read on defense. But the Pumas have got the ball back. Devin Williams. Null. Good hands by Engelbrecht out on the wing. Great surge by the big number 7. Bumping off Kitchoff. Hearn just couldn't hang on to it. Damon's trying to put boot onto ball there. Just couldn't connect, but the Welwitchias have cleaned it up. Yankees to Kutsia. Philander. Klim securing the ball for the Welwitchias. Kotza. Good tackle by Engelbrecht, and the turnover is forced. Pumas have possession again.
10
Cleaned up
release.
by Greuf.
10 blue release. Release.
Van Rooyen to Williams, putting it onto that left boot again, finding some space behind. Philander cleaning up at the back and finding touch for the Welwitchias. Pumas still hot on attack.
Yeah, lots of play there, but no accuracy from both teams.
2, 3, 4, 9.
Bringing the changes now, bringing on the fresh
2, 3,
legs.
4, 9. 10. 10.
Emil
Ruckus form.
Temperman
Hands out.
coming on for
That's it.
Rnd4 Van Rooyen. Brilliant game for the scrum off from the Pumas today. Yanni Staden coming on for Stefan
time for
Greuf.
off.
Also a very big game for the big number 4.
Time on.
And a change in the front row as we see Kwesi Mona coming on for Marne Kutsia. Marco Janssen van Rensburg's first involvement in the game will be putting into the line-outs. And a good take in the middle as they look to set the maul.
First stoppage.
Referee says it stopped once, but the Pumas roll forward.
8 blue, 8. 8 blue.
They've shifted the ball to the back to the captain. Kloppers is in possession, but the Welwitchias have spoiled that, and the referee has advantage to the Pumas. His space, that's C.S. Eberson. Devin Williams out to the right wing. Isbell will go in the corner. No one got a hand on him. And that's try number 6 for the Pumas. Well worked, sucking the forwards in and creating the overlap for Ruel and Isbell. His second try in the match to go with the assist for the first try. He's having a fantastic game.
Yeah, pretty simple from the Pumas there, just creating the overlap with the Welwitchias defense. It's not a complicated move, they're just tackling in. No one's talking, the inside defenders aren't working hard, so they're making it very easy for the Pumas, who are just stringing some good passes together and walking through.
C.S. Eberson, the good first involvement. The second will be a kick-out goal to add the extra 2 to extend the Pumas' lead. It's a good strike, but just pulled away to the right. Very positive start to the second half by the Pumas.
Yeah, it took a while for them to get going, but the passing here great. Devin Williams under pressure. And it's just an easy walk in for Isbell.
Again, good work by the forwards, setting up the maul. Welwitchias have been struggling to defend against that today, as Kotze gets us back underway. It's number 18, Yanni Stander, collecting it for the Pumas. Everson just couldn't hang on to it. Damons collects. Rodriguez Looks to be in possession at the back, but just can't hang on to it.
Okay.
As Eugene
No
Yankees
advantage.
looks to get it out wide, but the
Okay.
referee says no advantage, and the Welwitchias will have the put into the scrum.
Yeah, the Welwitchias need to come alive when they get turnover ball. This is a nice opportunity presented to them. But again, you know, they're not getting excited off turnover ball. They're not running onto the ball, working hard off the ball. And that's the only way they're going to cut this deficit down, by getting some excitement in this game, especially when they're presented with turnover opportunities.
Yes, after a very enthusiastic start by the Welwitchias, they seem to have just taken their foot off the pedal a bit, yeah.
I'm not going to line with this head. I'm not going to do it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. That's why I said you guys off the mark.
Good attacking position for the Welwitchias here.
Crouch.
Got a big blind side to work with.
Bind. Sit.
The scrums have been a good platform for them today. And once again, a secure possession off the back of the scrum. They try the 8-9, but Yankees just couldn't hang on to it, but the referee was playing advantage, and the Welwitchias will have a penalty right in front.
Collapsing.
The penalties against Quasimodo. Put his outside leg on the ground as the hit came through. He tried to rescue it by just trying to stand up again, but the collapse had come.
Yes, one of the positives to take out of today's game for the Welwitchias has definitely been scrum time. They've secured ball with relative ease, just haven't been able to make it count so far. Putting it into the lineup is Marco Janssen van Rensburg. Good defense by the Pumas. Pick and go by Damons. And again, that's Cali. Yankees rallying the troops, gathering some formation. Finding Rodriguez. Good defense again by Shibangu.
Backwards.
My mistake, Quasimodo with the tackle there. Shibangu making the hit and looking to hold him up.
No,
Just
no
can't
more.
do so.
Tackle.
Eugene Yankees. Kotza. JC Krelin looking to get over the advantage line.
Now some more.
Brilliant defense there by the Pumas. And Dion Halberg looks to have held him up and created the turnover.
More first.
Fantastic
before the
work
new
there by the
went to go.
outside centre.
Oh, very good defensive work. Also the reaction, once they realized it was a maul, they all came flying in to make sure that ball wouldn't get out. But they've been challenged once or twice, the Pumas, defensively, and they've managed it pretty well. We haven't seen many line breaks from the Welwitchias, so this was the call off the maul. So
Time off.
Brian Shubango, everybody running in to make sure that ball is held up.
Good appreciation of the law by the Pumas.
All right.
As now Rodriguez
Okay, thank you.
looks to be heading off.
Okay. Blue, let's go.
Coming on to replace him is Adrian Boyson, the big replacement 8 man.
Off the mark, please.
Pumas will have the put in deep into their own half.
Crouch.
Emil Temperman, another Blue Bulls Academy product, will feed the scrum.
Sit.
Temperman to Everson. Good step off the right by Null. Shrugging off the first tackler,
Tackle.
but good defense by Yankees.
7, ruck. No.
Referee calling the Welwitchias off of it. And a good surge by Yanni Standa. Everson onto the left,
Second, sorry. No, it was inside.
finding a good touch. Taken by Philander, and good following up by JP Lewis, not allowing the quick throw in.
Yeah, that would be one of Everson's strengths. You know, he's got a good kicking game. Coming off the bench, and he can play the right kind of game. The Pumas don't have to chase the game. So he can make the right decisions with all these guys running around, trying to open up, maybe thinking it's going to come easy. He's the guy that will just control it, use his boot, and play. Make sure if they do that, it's the right side of the field.
Scrappy ball by the Welwitchias.
Accidental.
And the referee judges accidental offside. And the Pumas will have the put in. Unlucky there from Rnd4. He's had a strong game today.
Let's take it here.
Yes, as you were saying, Shimmy,
Just cover that side.
another thing Everson can really use is his experience today. Just to see this game out, manage the clock, manage the territory, and manage the conditions. All very important aspects to seeing out this game.
Bind. 6.
Greef off the back. Just couldn't find Temperman. But cleaned up by Null.
Tackler roll.
Referee judging that the tacklers just didn't roll away for the Welwitchias and taken quickly by Temperman. Good tackle on JP Lewis by Leslie Klim on the right wing. Engelbrecht. Temperman. That's Quesimona. Good surge by the replacement front rower. Halberg. He's had a good game today. Kolgreef, quick pickup and great support play. And Temperman will go over under the poles. Another try for the Pumas. Good awareness off the fringes of the ruck. Kolgreef with the pickup and go. And then the support by Temperman on hand once again for the try.
Yeah, it was good play from the Pumas. There's a bit of blocking, I must say, at that ruck where one of the cleaners actually blocked the Namibian or the Welwitchia defenders from coming in. So this ruck is created. The clean out comes. Was smart. Yeah, it was from Devin Williams. Just ran a little bit of an obstructive line. It wasn't too far from the ruck, so it's fine. They were still trying to follow through the clean. Good explosive running from Emil Temperman.
And Siabason, no problem adding the extra 2. Extending the lead to 40 points here for the Pumas. 15 minutes into the second half. Welwitchias walking back to the halfway line very slowly here. They'll be looking to regroup and finish this game strongly after a positive start.
Okay, sorry, wait, just hold on. Time off, yes, make the changes. All right. Perfect, thank you. Time back on.
That's outside centre, JC Grayling being replaced.
Time's back on, eh?
Quarter again looking for the sneaky drop.
Play on.
Drop
Backwards,
kick,
backwards.
but cleaned up by the Pumas. And Shabangu once again heavily involved to Temperman. He's made a positive influence since he started. And he's looking for support on the outside. Isbel's in the open, looking for support on the inside. He finds it, so the captain Corpus just couldn't hang on to it. Unlucky there for the Pumas. Again, great support play. Just the handling letting them down at the last minute there.
How quick is
Playing the ball on the ground.
Temperman running around the players? I thought Isbal could have finished or tried to have a go, but he's right to slow down again, looking for the support player.
Yes, seeing that the Welwitchias defense were marshalling towards the touchline, just cutting inside and looking for the support, looking to keep the ball alive. It's been a very positive aspect of the Pumas play today.
Good boy.
Oh, Kloppers.
Taken at the back, that's DJ to Blanche. the big number 1, Temperman, Everson, Null, Halberg. Good defense by the Welwitchias, competing at the breakdown, but the Pumas have secured possession. It's a good run by the replacement, Yanni Stander. But the referee says that Ron Kitchoff once again, first man into the breakdown, securing the turnover, and the Welwitchias will get the penalty.
Yeah, that's one thing Ron Kitchoff has fought pretty hard in a sad cause from the Welwitchias. All is here on the ground, and he'll be sore. Got to be pretty brave to lie there when guys are coming hard to clean you out. But he's stuck in those poachers all day long. Gets off again over that ball. The cleaners come, he's just holding. He sticks there, doesn't let go.
Oh, it's fantastic. Never say die attitude by the flanker from the Welwitchias. 40 points down and still competing at every single possible breakdown. The lack of effort definitely not being the Welwitchias' problem today.
Do we have a ball? That's time on.
Rnd4 sporting a very interesting curly mullet there. Throwing into the back of the line, now taken by Kitchoff to Yankees. Cutting inside is Philander. Yankees finding Ruan Ludek.
Counter-rock's fine.
Yankees to Kotza. That's the replacement, number 22, Heinrich Smit, on for the Welwitchias.
Turnover's good.
The referee says the turnover was good, but it looked like an offside there for the Pumas, just knocking the ball on, played by the man in front of him.
Another 10. Don't throw the ball away.
And the referee penalising the Pumas for throwing the ball away, rewarding the Welwitchias with an extra 10 metres.
Turnover was fine.
Taking them towards the Pumas 22 and setting the line up close to the 5-metre line. Rnd4 to feed the line out again.
One is out.
Great competing and stolen at the back by Kloppers. Greef getting over the advantage line for the Pumas.
Okay.
CS Eberson with the little jink and onto the left. Straight downfield.
Backwards.
That's the new man.
Backwards.
Heinrich Smit just couldn't hang on to it, but the referee says it went backwards. Damons to Norki, just couldn't keep his hands on it there. Shabangu with the good offload out wide. Engelbrecht, fantastic play, out to Isbell. Isbell's got support on his outside, it's Williams. Williams putting his ears back, going for the corner, they won't stop him. Devin Williams, brilliant try by the fullback, showing his speed, pinning his ears back, and once he's in open space, he is a devastating runner.
Yeah, it was excellent hands to get the ball out to Devin Williams in the first place from a couple of the Pumas players. So the turnover here, but the urgency to get this ball out wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passes, and Devin Williams just backs himself. The classic inside and outside. He holds Kotza up and he just makes it in for the try. So inside, outside. Right. It's a good try from Devin Williams. What a team try. And he's played a lot of rugby at wing, and that's what they're there for, to finish off.
Yes, Shabangu featuring prominently again,
is that a
starting that move off with the quick out the back door offload. And then there was another fantastic offload in there by Dion Halberg, creating the space out wide.
Okay, I'm going to refer it then. Let's rather refer it. Sorry. Time's off.
And yes, just as we
Ready?
expected, the referee is going to go
wanna take,
upstairs just to make sure that
outfield
Devin
grounding.
Williams wasn't in
So
touch
on-field
when he
is
dotted
try.
that ball down.
Just want to check if the player did not go into touch.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look whether he was in touch or not.
I don't think grounding is a problem here. They're just checking if he was in touch when he got that ball down.
But from that angle, I can't see whether his foot is in touch first or the ball's grounded.
I agree with you.
So I'm
Stay with your on-field decision and
so I'm
award the
step-
try.
All right, Captain. We're going to stick with the try. We can't see whether he was out or not. Yeah. Try.
Well, the referee sticks with his original decision, awarding the try to the Pumas. CSC Eberson with a fantastic conversion from out wide. And there's a big smile on the fullback's face.
Yeah, finally got the ball in some reasonable space, and Devin Williams just holds Kotza up, and he just makes it in. But the passing before that to get it there was excellent.
Yes, that conversion from CSC Eberson bringing up the half century for the Pumas as they extend their lead to 50 points to 3 with 17 minutes left in the second half. Kotza getting us back underway. Taken in by Greef. Very strong performance by the 8th man today, showing his experience on numerous occasions. CSC Eberson, another one with massive experience. Just putting it out on the full. Referee judging they took that back into the 22. And the Welwitchias will have to put into the line out deep in Pumas territory. Just a lapse of concentration there from Eberson.
And the Welwitchias need to get something out of this.
Nortje feeding the line out. Taken in the middle by AJ de Klerk. Taking it on the short ball. There's Adrian Boyson with a very good charge. Just held up short. On the short ball is the vice captain, that's Damon's. Good defense by Greef, proving his worth on defense.
Advantage.
Nortje looking to pick and go. Yankees. That's Adrian Boyson, the man who started all of this. Damon's a little bit isolated, taken in the tackle by Greef. Nortje.
Still playing advantage.
It's the big number 17, Christo McNish. The pick and go. Yankees. Kotza again looking to put it onto the boots. And again, very good covering by the Pumas. That time Temperman cleaning it up.
Yeah, scrum wouldn't be a bad call for
Offside.
the Welwitchias now. It will tie up some of the defenders. The scrum hasn't been bad. So utilize the scrum. And they've gone quickly, as we mentioned it, to the short side, knocked
An
on,
advantage.
and wasted opportunity from the Welwitchias.
Temperman looking for Eberson.
Advantage over.
And he looks for touch and finds it safely. Another opportunity going to waste for the Welwitchias. There hasn't been a shortage of opportunities for them today.
So on.
But just the end product has been letting them down.
Good to go.
Nortje to feed the line out again. Just thrown over the back, and that's DJ to Blanche with the big run. My apologies, that was the replacement, Marco Janssen van Rensburg.
First knock on.
That's a great leg drive from him. Ball slapped down, but the Pumas looking to break away, and the Welwitchias, go back to that scrum, need a bit of calmness in an unfamiliar position on the 5-meter line. A quick tap and go, no result, under pressure again. And the Pumas will try to just build it up again. Temperman's been good since he's gone on.
Crouch.
Kwezimona, solid at scrum time. All the Pumas men getting involved today.
Sit.
Yes, the Pumas replacements really making a positive impact off the bench. Some good energy. Greef off the back to Temperman. Inside to Williams.
Straight on, straight on.
Referee says that went straight down. Temperman again. Welwitchias holding him up. Ball squirted out on the Puma side, but the referee says that the maul was formed first. And the Welwitchias have forced a turnover. Good defense there by the men from Namibia.
Leave my AR alone, please.
There we can see majority of the game has been played in the Welwitchias half. Pumas dominating territory. And turning them into points.
Sit.
Yankees feeding the scrum. Another good one from the Welwitchias. Kotza puts it up high. Williams is underneath this. Just couldn't hang on to it, and that's Leslie Klim. To Philander. Philander back inside to Klim. Klim will go over in the corner, and the Welwitchias get a very well-deserved try. They'll be ecstatic about that.
Finally, the Welwitchias get the bounce of the ball goes their way. Leslie Klim, but it was good pass from David Philander. All from this Gary Owen here. Kotza sends a little message to the Pumas. Well waited. Devin Williams not interested. Philander, Klim. And back.
Has he been substituted?
Doesn't matter how you get there. They all count.
He's been substituted.
It's one of Devin Williams' first mistakes today. He's had a fantastic game, the fullback from the Pumas. But the Welwitchias finally turning some possession into points as they get that well-deserved try. Well, the captain Yankees has come trotting over from the other side of the field to take this conversion. Very experienced player, the scrum half from the Welwitchias. And the direction was good. It's just not the distance as it falls short. Welwitchias bringing the score back to 50 points to 8. 10 minutes to go. And Leslie Klim getting on the score sheet 2 weeks in a row after a late try against the Lions last week.
2 knocks. One from blue.
Just not controlled from the kickoff. Another put into the scrum for the Pumas.
First knock there, let's go.
I lost track of it. The timing of the jump and everything was there. Just needed to catch it above his head. Drop below eye level.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Temperman off the bat from Greef. Devin Williams putting on the goose step. Getting it out wide to Hallberg.
Release him now.
Taken up by Yanni Stander for the Pumas. Temperman, Yeverson. Shabangu into the space. Shabangu off the left.
No tackle.
Good step. Another strong run by the number 6 from the Pumas. Can't put him down. Temperman. That's a replacement hooker. Marco Janssen van Rensburg with another strong run. Driving towards the line. Temperman. Yeverson. Hallberg. Good hands again. Finding Devin Williams out on the right wing. Looking to get on the score sheet again. Just can't reach over. Temperman. Driving towards the line is Yanni Stander again for the Pumas.
He's released it. Ball available.
Ball is available. Pick and go by Carl Krev, looking for his second try of the afternoon. Temperman. To Shabangu. Shabangu driving towards the line, and he gets it down. Well-deserved try for Brian Shabangu. Another try for the Pumas, and they hit straight back.
Yeah, Brian Shabangu's had a busy afternoon. And that pass across the face, it's a good pass from Temperman again. So this pass here and that waiting part sucks in the defenders, which puts Shabangu into space. Look at that. Skips 3 defenders. He does the right thing. He goes on the outside. A little bit of work to do, but he deserves a try, Brian Shabangu. Tough conditions, wet, cold. He's stuck his head in racks. He's carried. He's made plenty of tackles too.
Yeverson with his third conversion, pushing the lead out to 57 points to 8. 74th minute. As the Pumas look to close out this game.
Yeah, it's good feet from Brian Shabangu, stepping on the outside off his right foot.
Almost a brilliant try-saving tackle by David Philander there. Just setting up the Welwitchias try a moment ago and almost denying the Pumas another one. The fullback from Namibia can hold his head up high today.
Sorry.
Yankees taking over the kicking duties, gets us back underway. Taken by the captain, Klopper. Temperman. Yeverson. Referee says it's taken back as Devin Williams puts it onto the left boot. And that's a fantastic kick. Shimmy mentioned it earlier, this guy has got a rocket of a left boot as well as very fleet-footed. What a player.
That's excellent, exactly what the forwards would want. To see those Namibian players jogging back, and forwards hate that. Really a morale booster for the pack when you exit like that.
Couple of pats on the back by the big men for Devin Williams. As the referee signals time off.
Can you get replacements for those guys, please? Table.
That's the replacement, Heinrich Schmidt.
Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go. Blue, let's go. Time on.
North to feed the line out again.
Stay there, Blue.
Great competing by the captain, Kloppers. That time Adrian Boyson can't get over the advantage line. Eugene Jankies looking to find a bit of space and ducks under the first tackle is JP Lewis. Quasimono with the strong surge and good support play. Temperman. Backs and forwards working together. Williams cutting back inside is Dion Hallberg. Dion Hallberg, another one for the Pumas who's had a strong game today. Temperman. It's Yanni Stander taking it to the line. Temperman, Yeverson, good hands out wide. Just can't hang on to it on the wing. That's Tyler Fisher. Unlucky for the substitute.
He wasn't Tyler Fisher. He was definitely in. The Pumas' hands have been pretty good. The passing, the pressure passing has been pretty good. Decent. Trying to get the ball out wide.
Because I understand you guys are under the pump, but it's happening every single time. There's too many stoppages we have to do.
Yes, the pass just a little bit behind Tyler Fisher there. Couldn't hang on to it, otherwise he would have been in the corner. But instead, the Welwitchias have to put into the scrum deep in their own half. 3 minutes left on the clock. Pumas leading by 57 points to 8 here at the Bull Jogging Stadium. Good scrum again by the Welwitchias. And a good clearance. Finding a safe touch just outside of the Welwitchias 22. That's Yankees, who looks to have dropped back into the pocket, playing at fly off for the remainder of this game. Marco Janse van Rensburg. Strong performance off the bench from him today. Taken at the middle by Yanni Stander. Good sack by the Welwitchias as the Pumas look to set up another maul. Temperman going on his own, looking for the inside ball.
Marco advantage.
Just falling apart there for the Pumas.
Advantage over.
That's Boyson again.
Tackle!
He's had a very good impact off the bench too. But the Pumas with a fantastic counter-ruck, and they've got possession. Temperman looking out wide. Great offload by Halberg, and C.S. Eberson will go in in the corner. Another brilliant try by the Pumas. Brilliant recycling of the ball. Brilliant hands. And Eberson gets the try.
Yeah, some wonderful touches from Halberg's Temperman. This good long pass here. But Halberg, it's that ability to catch pass at the same time. Releases man on the outside, and Eberson slides in for a photo finish. And the Pumas scoring tries at will.
Dion Halberg has showed some sublime skills in the wet weather here in Johannesburg today. Some brilliant offloads, creating space out wide for the backs. And another conversion attempt for C.S. Eberson. Another brilliant strike. And the Pumas have extended their lead once again. He would have enjoyed that one. Another one who's really shown some nice touches off of the bench today. Yankees.
Big played it.
Doesn't go the 10. Kloppers just couldn't hang on to it.
He played it.
For the Pumas. As we move into the last 10 seconds of this contest.
No. If
the Pumas have a comfortable 64-8 lead here over the Welwitchias. A dominant display, getting the bonus point. And they'll be very happy with this performance as they'll move up the North Section log.
Bind. Sit. Steady.
Pumas putting a big shove on there. That's the replacement with a great surge. Yankees have fly off again to Klim.
Backwards.
Philander. Scrappy ball for the Welwitchias. Brian Shabangu looks to have just shoved him off the ball there. The referee has spotted it though.
Thank you.
And the Welwitchias will have one last chance to put some points on the board.
Playing the man without the ball.
Yeah, looked like a good break from Cameron Claassen. He's got that initial thrust, but yeah, the Welwitchias finish with the try. Come on. Shabangu, who's been busy all day, says to the scrum off, get out my way. He tries to get it off. But Orbit about to feed, but Welwitchias
taking the line out is Boyson as the hooter sounds. Welwitchias looking to set up the maul and finish on a positive note. Yankees to Klim with a little goose step. Everything's a little bit lateral and he passes the ball over the top, and that will bring it into the game. Fantastic performance by the Pumas here in some wet weather in Johannesburg. The handling skills were fantastic. A dominant display by the forwards. They've run out with a very comfortable victory by 64 points to 8. 10 tries to 1. We have the Lions taking on the Falco in our final game of the day. Don't go anywhere.